Hello and welcome to episode 27 of the Little Dynamite Knits podcast. My name is Sarah and I live outside of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania with my husband Brent and our three cats, Gustav, Gracie, and Gertie. And I'm currently missing all four of them quite a bit because I am in Seattle. Y'all, this is like the fifth time I'm trying to record this episode. The first time I was sitting on the couch here in this Airbnb, like crisscross. I don't know what I was thinking, but that was extremely uncomfortable. Then I tried to sit there's a desk with a little desk chair over in that corner. And I tried that and it was working beautifully for about 7 minutes until the sun started to blind me because apparently window coverings are optional in homes that are not mine. So now I'm sitting at the kitchen island. The phone is propped against a jar of pasta sauce, sitting on a cutting board, sitting on top of a giant pot. I know I am backlit, but I think the phone is doing an okay job of compensating. There is an air conditioner up here, and I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but we're not editing because I only have my phone and iPad. I do not have a computer with me, and I am not editing this on my iPad. So we are making the best of it. Hi, how are you? So I'm in Seattle. I've been here since Friday evening, Friday, July 31st, and today is Tuesday, August 4th. I know that date because I've said it now like 5 times. I'm staying in the Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle until Friday. My mom is flying out tomorrow and will be coming to join me. And then Friday we check into the pre-cruise hotel for the Alaska cruise that we are going on starting Sunday with the grocery girls. So it's a whirlwind of a trip. I am out here in total for like 16 days, I think, because I won't be home until August 17th because it's a red-eye flight home. So I did go to Flock Fiber Festival, and actually I stayed in a hotel the first 2 nights of my trip. So I got here Friday. The flight left late, but somehow we arrived early, which is awesome. Thank you to the pilot and the crew. It was a great flight. And my suitcase, those of you who have been here for a little bit, 2 years ago when I came to Flock, my suitcase did not arrive until about 3 days after I did. And it was a very bad start to the trip. This year I did check a bag, but I flew a different airline out of a different airport and I packed an outfit in my carry-on just in case. So I got here Friday night. I was reintroduced to the fact that at Seattle SeaTac, to catch a lift or any ride share, you need to go up to the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. And my back was not capable of doing that. So I learned that Uber Black will pick you up from a door of your choosing from the baggage claim area of the airport. I am not going to tell you how much I spent on that ride to my hotel because it was stupid, but really had no choice. So in addition to all the mental and physical tolls that come with chronic pain, there are also some financial added expenses that people just don't think of. Anyway, so I stayed at the Hyatt Elevate, which is about a block from the convention center. I stayed there 2 years ago as well. I really like that hotel. It is clean, it is modern, it is comfortable. So I stayed there, and Saturday morning I woke up probably in the 7 o'clock hour, I think. And considering I didn't go to sleep till what would have been like 2 a.m. East Coast time, I am very pleased with I think, I got a solid 8 hours, just because I took such a late flight. I woke up with a horrible headache. It was like right here. And normally when I get migraines, they are over here. So this didn't feel like it was going to be a migraine, but I was not even going to take a chance. So I took Excedrin migraine, my Excedrin migraine that I take, and laid in bed for a little bit longer and started to feel a little bit better. So was able to pull myself together and get ready. Ordered breakfast from a place called Egg Slut, and a lovely hotel employee brought it up to my room for me. And then I finally was ready to go. So this is the outfit I wore for day one. I am wearing my Prospect Tee by Tori Yu, which I knit in Barocco Remix Light. Got a lot of compliments on this, and a lot of surprised reactions when I told people what I made it with. The shorts I ordered from Bloom Chick. The shoes are just the same like Skechers boat shoes I've been wearing for years. And I brought the tote bag I have from Heather of Heathered Handmaids. So I headed over to the convention center. I got there about 9:45 because I had a class at 10. The lines when I got there were a lot. I did not make it to the class on time. I think I was about 5 minutes late for the class, but thankfully I did not miss anything. So I got checked in. I signed in for both my class and the marketplace. So I got both my wristbands at the same time, headed up to the 3rd floor, finally found the classroom. It was like the farthest classroom that it could have like possibly been in. And as I'm walking toward, finally I see, you know, the room number that I'm going to, and Mia of Knit and Grace pops out of the room. And I was just like, girl, gave her a big hug, was so excited to see her. And she was there because she was helping Taji with this class. This was a new class that Taji was teaching called From Sheep to Skein. But you would have never known it was their first time teaching this because they did amazing. We learned about different types of wool, so fine and medium and long, and talked about different staple lengths and different breeds. And Taji shared what they look for when they are purchasing fleeces, like if you're in a fleece barn at a fiber festival. They demonstrated woolen and worsted methods of preparing fiber for spinning, and then also did some spinning demonstrations showing worsted and woolen drafting methods. I took a couple pictures. So there's Taji demonstrating using combs and then carding. So it was a really great class, learned so many cool things, but we also got to take home some goodies. So at everyone's seat, there was a folder with some paper for note taking, but also 2 sheets. This one has a spinner's control card and then finished yarn notes. And then this one is all about intentional yarn creation. So thank you so much for those, Taji. But then also we got to take home some fiber, and not just any fiber. This is fiber from Taji's personal stash, from fleeces that they have purchased. One bag is purebred fiber. One is Finn, one is Romney, and one is Shetland. And then this one has crosses in it, and Taji put the names of the actual sheep. So in here, there is fiber from Opal, Cosette, and Luna. So was not expecting this, but such a treat. So thank you, Taji. The class was so awesome. So after the class, I went to the stairs, which I guess they're calling the hill climb now. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a nod to Rhinebeck, like meet me on the hill. It was like me on the hill climb. I just call them the stairs. And so Tori Yu was doing a meetup at 1 o'clock for anyone wearing any of her patterns. So I went there, got to meet Tori in person for the first time. So that was awesome. And we took a really nice group photo. From there, it was finally time to go to the marketplace. So because I had already registered for this class, I knew that there was one thing in particular that would likely sell out before I got there that I wanted. And I am not the person who is ever going to be like rope dropping a fiber festival. I love it if that's like what you do, but it is not for me. But that usually means that I can't like get too attached to anything that vendors say they're bringing because it could be gone by the time I get there. And that's okay because there's nothing I really need, but there was something I really, really wanted from Witchfire Fibers. So I sent Jess a message a couple days before asking if she could put aside 2 skeins of the farm yarn that she was bringing with her, specifically the marled colorway. So I got to the marketplace and I went right to Jess and Rachel's booth. So ZZ Textiles, that's Rachel, and Jess has Witchfire Fibers. They share a booth at Flock. So I asked her to save me 2 skeins of this yarn, and she said she would do that. When I got there, she saw me and she immediately started reaching for the yarn, and she said, "You asked me for 3 skeins, right?" And like, I didn't even skip a beat. I said, "Yep, yes I did, 3 skeins." You guys, do you see that? Is that not the most beautiful, beautiful thing you've ever seen? So here's the label for the farm yarn. And on the back, it says 2026 shearing, marl the whole flock. So there's 3 natural colorways in here. It is 100% undyed merino with 255 yards per skein. So I have 3 of these, which means I have the 2, 4, 600, 7, 10, 765 yards, I think. I have no idea what I'm going to make with this. Not enough for a garment for me. Potentially a vest, but I don't think so. So a really special accessory of some kind. Thank you so much, Jess. Oh, it's so soft. I just want to like hug it, squeeze it. It's so nice. Cannot wait to work with this. And then from there, I just walked around the marketplace, visiting booths, saying hi to friends. I went over to the little food stand and had a baguette, bought a couple bottles of water. I filled my water bottle that morning and then left it in the hotel room. So I was struggling. And then my headache started getting worse because I was dehydrated. So after I got my farm yarn, I like booked it to the food, downed 2 bottles of water, had a baguette, felt a little bit better, and started walking around. So I'm going to pull out some of my purchases from day one. So I got to see Lauren of Little Fiber Co., and she had these mini sets of fiber. These are 1/2 ounce bundles of Rambouillet, and they are 20.5 microns. So there is a total of 4 ounces of fiber in here. I did not know she was bringing these. I don't think she ever posted on Instagram about them, but once I saw it, had to have it. And then I wanted to go to M to the Third's booth, so Mackenzie of M to the Third. One, I wanted to meet her and get to tell her how much I love her podcast and her Instagram content and just everything about her. But also check out her Sagrada DK. And I got this skein. It is much greener in person. It is, wow, boy, is that not showing up correctly at all. It is like, it's green. Just trust me. It is a greenish color. The colorway is called Forest Shadow, and it is 100% woolen spun Corriedale. DK weight 270 yards, so very generous DK. and she naturally dyes her yarn. I bought this because I told my mom I would bring her a beanie to wear in Alaska. And then like an asshole, I forgot. And I did remember to pack one for myself, so I could just let her wear that one and not have one. Or I could quickly knit her one. So I'm gonna make a Manhattan hat for her. And you're just gonna have to believe me. This is green, it's not brown. All right. I visited the Les Garçons booth. So I got to say hello to Max and Vincent and Kate and Michael from Upland Fiber Co. They were helping them out. And aside from saying hello to them, I really, really wanted to check out and feel Les Garçons' new Été base. It is their it's a sport weight yarn. Well, first, let me show you what I got. Okay. Oh, it's got fluff on it from other yarn and fiber. There we go. I don't know if you can tell like how drapey this is, but it is incredible. This is their new Été base, which is a sport base. It is 50% cotton, 30% silk, and 20% linen, and it is non-superwash. I got the colorway Black Rose, which I think used to be called Moira's Black Rose, and I got 4 of them so that I can make myself a t-shirt. And get off of my yarn. It is just, I wish you could feel this. It is incredible. And it is a beautiful black. So this was a success. I may have gotten the last 4 skeins of that color on that base. So I'm glad I went when I did. I also stopped to visit the Fiber Hustle gang. So Aaron and Chip were there, and Carrie of the Creative Obsession and Michael of Piece for Piece Crafting were there helping them. So I got to say hello to all of them and give them big squeezes and hang out for a bit. But I also grabbed one of Aaron's skeins of 4-ply fingering. It is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. This has 450 yards and it is super soft. The colorway is One More Time, and this color is based on the cover of a Daft Punk album. And it is going to pull. So I can't wait to see how this knits up. It's so pretty. And right across from Fiber Hustle was 316 Dye Studio, and I've never purchased anything from them before, but I have a lot of friends who love their stuff, and so I was specifically interested in looking at their art bats. They didn't have a lot left by the time I got there, and after talking, exchanging some Instagram messages with them after the fact, I learned that one, they sold out of their art bats, but they had to, at some point on Saturday before I got there, take like stock that they were reserving for Sunday and put it out. So I got, oh my gosh. Look at those. I don't know if you can tell. I think you can. There's sparkle in this one. And I think I'm gonna do something together with these. So this one, this bluish one, has merino, alpaca, camel, silk, silk noir, wool, and stellina. So there is a little sparkle in this one, but not quite as much as this one. This one has merino, alpaca. Oh, it's the same thing, but they're listed in a different order. Wait, this one does not say stellina. This one has sari silk and wool. There's gotta be stellina in this. Look how sparkly it is. I can't wait to spin these. They make me so happy. Now I have tinsel on me. Okay. And then that was all the yarn and fiber I got on day one. I did get this lovely tote bag from Le Garçon because I spent over a certain amount of money. And then I also got these 2 bags from Dawn Catherine Studios. Her work is beautiful. I got one with this kitty on a shelf of yarn, but then look at like the little framed, look at the squirrel. Look at these guys. Oh my God, how cute is that? So I got this one, and then I got this like Hello Autumn. Look how cool that is. These are my favorite kind of project bags. Just a simple drawstring bag that I can throw anywhere, put in anything. These will forever be my favorite project bags. I have a redesign bag. It's great. I have a couple Matter Root bags. They're great, but they're not my favorites. My favorite project bags are Tanny Casey's bags and just simple drawstring bags. I'm a simple girl. No, I'm not. Yeah, so that's all. Nope. Did I get a few like little treasures? Let's see. Some of these I don't remember what day I purchased them on. Actually, I think that was it for day one. I did get a couple stickers from friends on day one. So this is Mia. Look how cute that is. It's like perfect. And then Taji was giving out some stickers. This one says, frivolous cast on energy incoming. And this one says, wool chaos, fiber joy. And, oh, and this is from my friend Shannon of Shenanigans and Skeins. If you don't follow her, you should go check out her podcast because she is awesome. So that's it for day one purchases. And then at that point, my headache was just really making itself known and my body was waving the white flag. So I headed back to my hotel room to take a little bit of a break because I had a ticket for the Maker meetup event at Stoop Brewery that evening. So that event ran from 6 to 9 and I really wanted to make it to that event. And thankfully, you know, an hour and a half in a dark, cold hotel room, laying in bed helped. And I was able to make it to the event. So I got there first, not like first out of everybody, but first out of the group I was meeting. And so I was able to get a table. And then Shannon of Shenanigans and Skeins and her friend Amy came and we sat with also Mariah of Mariah Knits and then another Amy. They live local to me and work at my local yarn store, but they also work for Thread and Maple and we're vending at Flock. So the 5 of us had a table together. We used our drink tickets. I had a really good hazy IPA and then a really good like watermelon lime, like boozy slushy. It was yummy. And for food, there were food trucks there. One was like a noodle truck and one was an African, I think Western African, because I saw they had Ghanaian food. And I was in the mood for like, not that, neither of those. And so I told the group, I was like, I don't know, I'm like tempted to just DoorDash a pizza. But then we saw, at the table next to us, someone had a burger. So I went over there and I was like, where did you get that burger? And it turned out it was right across the street. So we ordered burgers and fries. And let me tell you, a burger and a beer at the end of a long day with good friends really hit the spot. And it was funny because when I asked the person where they got the burger, the person sitting next to them she said, "You're little Dynamite." And I was like, I got so excited that I shouted, "Yes, I am!" Like so loud because you can't take me anywhere. And it was Oh, she's the dyer of Dying Wishes. Oh my God, I am a jerk. Hold on. This is not acceptable. Dying Wishes. Sarah. Her name's Sarah. What is wrong with me? So that was Sarah of Dying Wishes Yarn Co. So we had a laugh. And pause, let's go backwards. Before I even made it to the marketplace, when I was going to the stairs for the Tori U meetup, one of you, if you're watching, came up to me to let me know that you are a viewer. That is the first time that has ever happened to me, and it was so sweet. Her name was Sharon. Sharon, if you are watching this, hello. You made my day. And your flock vest was incredible. I told multiple people about your buttons. Sharon had put these bright orange fish buttons on her flock vest, and it looked incredible. So, yeah. Hi, Sharon. All right, so I have some photos from the event. So here is our awesome group. So if you don't know them, that's Shannon of Shenanigans and Skeins. That's Mariah of Mariah Knits. That's Amy, and that's Amy. We had a wonderful time. At one point I took a picture of our table. Oh, there's those slushies. Mine has booze in it. The others were non-alcoholic. I took a photo of our table at one point. So that was a good time. Then we got a car that said it sat 6 people. Sorry to Mariah and Amy, who sat in the backpack where human bodies should not have to sit because there was no room, but we made it work. So they graciously had the car stop at my hotel so that I had less distance to walk, and then they walked like the block to their hotel. So that was day 1. Day 2, I slept in a little bit, packed up because I had to check out of my hotel and leave my suitcase with the front desk. Went down to the lobby, got a bagel and a dirty chai, and then slowly made my way over to the convention center. And day 2 really for me was just about hanging out with friends. I did purchase a couple of things, so I'll show those before I show photos. I got this braid from Viking Fiber Co. It is absolutely stunning. This is the colorway Step Out. It is based on a Jose Gonzalez song from the soundtrack of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which is one of my favorite movies. Kyle and I bonded over that quite a bit. But this is a colorway from his newest collection, which has 14 colorways, all based on songs or music that are special to him and have meant something to him in his life. And the stories that he has shared when he's done the colorway reveals have been so personal, and it's just a really beautiful collection that he's put together. And I just couldn't leave without this because it's so beautiful, and it is based on a movie and a soundtrack that is also very special to me. So thank you, Kyle. And then the other things I got are just like art and like notion-y things. So from A Little Sun, this was such a fun discovery, this booth. This is the print that drew me in. Look at the otters. It says, "This Must Be the Place." This Must Be the Place is a song by the Talking Heads. And it's one of the songs that we put on the playlist for Laurel's memorial service 10 years ago. Laurel and Mom and I all loved the Talking Heads. Love this song, and this mama and baby otter. I should have gotten 2 because now I kind of want to give it to my mom, but I also want one for myself. But actually, I'm going to keep this one for myself because this one I got for my mom. My mom is obsessed with pigs. And this one says, love is best when shared. And so it reminded me of mom. It was the three of us growing up, mom and Laurel and me. And yeah, had to have that. And she had a deal that if you bought, like, it was mix and match cards and stickers. So it was like 4 for $20. So I was looking at the stickers and I saw this one. It says all shucks and it's oysters. And then this one says, it's okay if the only thing you do today is breathe. So again, that is a Little Sun. Highly recommend you check out her stuff. And then my only other purchases, came from Shelly Can. I got one of the pennants that says, thanks, I made it. This is gonna go up on my board on the wall behind my comfy chair in my office. I got one of the AI could never stickers. And then I got this super cute stitch marker that looks like a car air freshener. I have a couple other things here, but they were gifts. I got this adorable stitch marker from someone whose name I don't remember. I'm so sorry. And I also got this adorable mini skein of yarn made with, I think, embroidery floss. And not only does it have a key chain ring, but it has a lobster clasp, which is just so thoughtful. So how cute is that? All right, I'm taking a look. I think that's everything I brought home with me. So now I'm just going to share photos. Sunday, I spent a lot of the day going around and getting photos with everyone I could find. So I didn't forget. So there is Nyla, Knits by Nyla. And there's Taji and Mia. And there is Mackenzie of M to the Third. And there is Carrie of Creative Obsession. And Michael of Piece for Piece Crafting. And Aaron and Skaney from Fiber Hustle. And Lauren, my Philly girl, Lauren. We are laughing hysterically in this photo because when I tried to take it the first time, I just turned the phone completely off. And Shayla of Black Pearl Magic. And Jess and Ray from Witchfire Fibers and ZZ Textiles. I love those girls so much. And there's Shannon of Shenanigans and Skeins. And in this photo, Shannon, you look amazing. And I look incredibly happy. But if you look super close, my skin was a disaster because I was sweating so much in the marketplace and my skin just freaked the F out. It is okay now. We have, well, I have a little bit there, but all of this has cleared up, thank goodness. But whew, my skin was not happy with all that sweat. So yeah, I do have one. This is the photo I took. So those are the stairs if you've never been. I spent the rest of the day on Sunday hanging out on the stairs and knitting with friends, and it was delightful. And that was my flock. After the event ended on Sunday, I went to grab a coffee from Anchorhead. I ran into Andrea Mowry while I was there. She was waiting for, I think, her matcha, and we had a lovely conversation. I told her I was going on the cruise with the Grocery Girls, and she did the cruise with them to Alaska in June. So she said it was incredible and that I was going to have the most amazing time. So it was lovely to get to talk to her a little bit. And then I went back to my hotel and got my luggage and got a car to my Airbnb where I am now. So for the rest of this week, so I've just been taking it easy since Sunday. My body was done. And I posted on my Instagram stories, I'm like, why am I so tired? I wasn't even a vendor. I wasn't even helping any vendors. And multiple people were like, because of all the walking you did. And yeah. And it, that amount of walking, like imagine the pain that maybe like an able-bodied person would feel, and like times it by 10. Like, I'm not saying this for sympathy of any kind, but it's just my reality. Anytime I'm on my feet, even though the medication I'm on now is helping me be like able to stay on my feet for longer periods of time, I'm still never not in some amount of pain. It's just much more tolerable. But yeah, anytime I'm on my feet, I am in some varying degree of pain, and it sucks so much. It has just totally robbed me of so many parts of my life that I really enjoyed in the past. Running, walking, hiking, just being able to go places and not think about like, where am I going to sit when my lower half of my body starts to go numb. So I put my body through a lot these 2 days, and I was having so much fun and had all the adrenaline and excitement that often I didn't even realize how much pain I was in until I like forced myself to take a break. So by the time I got to the Airbnb and carried my suitcase up 2 flights of stairs, because the bedroom I'm staying in is on the 3rd floor, I like ripped off my bra, took the coldest shower my body would tolerate, and just got in bed. And I was talking to Barbara, and I was like, she was like, you need an Epsom salt bath. And I was like, you know what? You're right. There is a tub here. And so I took a bath yesterday, a good long hot soak. And I've just been relaxing in the Airbnb. Part of me feels like I should try to go out and do something, but I need to respect my body, and also remember that next week is going to be fairly active, walking around the cruise ship and doing a couple excursions in Alaska. So we're just taking it easy these 2 days. Once Mom is here, we might go to the serial killer exhibit, because why wouldn't you? I'll definitely take her to Pike Place Market. I want to take her to the Chihuly Museum. I've been all these places before, but I think this is her first time in Seattle. So yeah, it's all good. We're having a good time out here. I do miss Brent, and I miss the kitties. But I know he's taking good care of them, and we FaceTime every night. So if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for hanging out with me again. I love having you here. I love connecting with you in this way, and I really appreciate that you spend some of your incredibly valuable time with me. And if you are a new viewer and you made it to the end of this video, welcome. And if you enjoyed this, I would love it if you would consider subscribing and giving the video a like. I'm currently recording videos every week. That is not my normal, but I was laid off in June, and so this is my Knit Girl summer. This video will go up in a couple days, and then I will do a recap video of the Alaska cruise. That'll be my next episode. So if you are interested in seeing that, what it's like to go on a cruise to Alaska, or to on a cruise with the Grocery Girls, subscribe so you know when I post that video. Thank you all. I hope that you are taking care of yourself, taking care of each other, being kind to yourself, and enjoying your making. And I'll see you next time. Bye.